Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 24 of my journey through Group Southbound Rise of the Abyssal League. Last time, I got my Stormweaver all geared up, just under 4,000 mana, which is my core of my effective HP, my survivability, and I'm spending a lot of that through Archmage to gain a bunch of extra lightning damage on my spells. And I crafted an amazing staff last time, so things are looking really good on this at the moment. I haven't put any perfect jeweler's orbs on any of my skills yet, so there's still room for me to expand things. But I'm also currently managing like 6 different skills at the same time, and it's a lot to get through, but it is very fun. The defensive side of this build, while not having any of the actual defensive layers, the energy shield, evasion, or armor, is actually pretty solid with the giant mana pool that can fully regen itself in like 4 seconds. I got my ascendancies last time, so now when I crit, I'm putting down these lightning storms. I've only done one map with that, and I will keep grinding, trying to upgrade this more, get more crit damage, just more damage in general anywhere I can. Keep raising the mana. It's all good. Raising the defense raises my damage. That's so cool about mana-based builds. But before we jump in, remember that this channel runs on likes and subscribers from viewers like you. So here's the staff that I crafted last time. Perfect transmute, put +6 lightning spell skills on it. Perfect augment, hit T1 mana. Then perfect regal orb, hit mana regen. Greater exalted orb, hit cast speed. Then damages extra cold and damages extra lightning. Is probably not the best thing there, but maybe if I get omens of light, I can replace that. I got both of my mana regen rings with the % max mana on them. This one's the best possible, pretty much. It's got a T1 mana regen, and the % mana. Amulet's still not great. Chest is pretty awesome, though could also be better. Helmet's pretty good, a lot of mana there, got resistances, got a lot of movement speed. No mana on the boots, but a lot of energy shield. The energy shield is also mana. The gloves require strength and dex, and that's where most of my chaos res is at. I won't be able to do anything with this amulet really unless I can get out of these gloves, because I'm like strapped on the dex. But resistances are all capped, except for chaos is 15 short, but it's doing pretty good. Just standing here, I have 808 mana regen, and I have reduced mana regen while standing still. It goes up while moving, up to 887, and yeah, I can spend a lot of this mana, but it just like goes right back up. Before I go add in the perfect jeweler's orbs, let's throw a map in. Easy T15 map. Ornate chambers. Not even sure what this is. Got some extra XP gain in here. Got corruption. Defeat Sereth the Scaled One. Okay, I know what this is. So, because I got the crazy staff, my damage feels really nice. And the sparks go everywhere, so I clear pretty well. The only thing that's really bad for me right now is getting swarmed by enemies. Like if I'm just fighting a few enemies at once, no big deal. Oh, here's a shrine. That's nice. Enemies spawning all over the place. And I'm putting down these lightning storms. Has a short cooldown on it, but I extended the duration and the damage on those, so that's helping with clear. Here is a rare enemy. I can drop my curse and my exposure and my firewall, and it died. And here's the next rare. So things are going okay. Ooh, runed monolith. Alright, pop these down. Put the flame wall, hit the curse and the exposure, and ooh, that ate some mana. Eek. Oof. I don't think the exposure actually hit. No, it didn't, but that died. And the Abyss. The Abyss is... Ooh, mana siphoner. For the most part, I can just eat damage, but mana siphoner is like percentage mana degen. And there's probably going to be another one come out of this abyss. There's a third rare right here. That's... oh boy. Alright, here comes the stuff out of it. Drop this so I have more damage. Oh, only one rare coming back out of there. I can just absorb so much damage into that mana pool. You don't have to not get hit for a while, like energy shields, so I don't need the values to be as high for it to be decent defense layer. Another mana siphoner. Try and do this from oh, there's another rare. Oh boy. It's crazy. Did it die? It died. Oh, it's Corrupted Strongbox. I was very confused as to where my Exalt icon was. Oh, there's more Abyss in the... ooh. 2 rares here as well. There's level 85. Curse, Exposure. Okay, got that. Oh, this is not what I thought was the scaled one. I thought it was the little fire lizard. No, 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 no. Oh. Let me move. Okay. I can use my arc for a bigger shock. Exposure, curse, the flame wall. Get another bigger shock. I can have 2 shocks on an enemy, so it's like a lot of stuff that needs to happen, right? And like I've already done 3 million damage to this boss. Curse, exposure, another flame wall. Don't get fisted. And yeah, there's room for this to grow still. 5.7 million HP boss. I just handled. Stuns are also a pretty big problem. I don't know if there's really a good way to deal with that. And that's an Abyssal Depths. Greater Exalted Orb. Alright, for a level now. I only have 1 weapon set passive left. I wonder how I can do this. Can I put a point in here? Yeah, and then it popped out weapon sets. That just gave me a weapon set 2. I don't know if that's what I needed. Probably just needed to put it here. I also need to kick this up to the higher tier loot filter. And I want to see Voltaic Staves. I think that's the only thing I need to change there. So still a lot of stuff showing here, but not showing all the rares anymore. And I died down in the abyss. I killed him the first time. Then he came back and froze me. Oh, tier 2 Voltaic Staff. Got a peek? Nope. But I wanted to show that the build is capable before I kind of go crazy with these. These aren't the easiest to get, the perfect Jeweler's Orbs, but I have grinded a lot, and therefore I have them. So let's give one to Spark, and Orb of Storms, and Arc, and Flame Wall, and Alley Weakness. Do I need one on Frostbomb? I don't know. Let's not for right now. Increases and reductions to cast speed also apply to proj speed for skills. That could be useful maybe. Supported skills echo 2 times. That could be good on my arc, actually. I've also been using Sion's Temper. I don't know that I need to be using that. Spark could have Pierce 3. Pierce all targets, deal less damage for each enemy they pierce. Currently, they can pierce 1. Projectile Acceleration 3 is more proj speed and increases and reductions to proj speed applied to proj damage. So, with that, and Vilenta's Propulsion, that could be better here. Oh, that is a proj speed. I can't put it with the projectile acceleration like I wanted. It's gonna make these things go wild. So this is without the gem. Yeah, they're kind of fast, but they go a lot faster with it. But then this one instead, it's about the same actually. And this has a mana cost multiplier, whereas this one does not. I would like to avoid mana cost multipliers where possible. Zenith also has a mana cost multiplier. So that's a lot more damage, but I use 670 mana on cast. Like it goes away and comes back. I could try Pierce 3 to see what that is like. I could also put Lightning Mastery in there. Zarok's Refrain. Cannot be socketed into that skill. Supports spells that affect an area around you or a target location. Okay, I guess not. Orb of Storms. Already has a lightning mastery. If I put Zenith there, that costs 567. So it seems like I could get that down. Zenith is 30% more damage, so it's solid. Flame Wall. I want increased AoE. Ellie weakness. I can increase the level of it more. I can give it cast speed. And I have focused and heightened curse already. Another level here just like ticks up the base curse resistance that it pulls off, which then scales off the magnitude. Burning Inscription creates ignited ground based off your max mana. Ignited enemies as though dealing fire damage equal to 20% of your max mana, which is 800. So it's not the full radius. I don't know that I want that. Elemental resistance is removed 125%. I raise the level, it's 127. 50% less curse effect on unique monsters. Not bad. I can get AoE on the Frost Bomb. I can do AoE 2 on that. I'm not relying on it to deal damage, so I will put one there. There's still Arc. I think I put Rapid Casting 3 on the Arc. But a lot of times that's coming after the first exposure. Ooh, I like that bigger AoE, that's for sure. Then I have to refund all of this now so that I can weapon set to put it back. I can't get this crit multi if I just weapon set passive this. So if I put a point there, come on, put a point here. Then I have weapon set 1. I can get this crit chance. And when I drop the Zenith, what if I put, I don't know if I don't have a spot for efficacy. Yeah, I'll put the Zenith in and see. What if I took the efficiency off of the Arc, put it on the Spark, since I'm spamming that everywhere, and put the Zenith on the Arc. 935 mana to use that. I don't know that it ever would work. But project, that's also a mana multiplier. Deliberation. More damage, more movement speed penalty while using support skills. There we go. And then I made my Spark cost less. Got Pierce 3. Okay. Map with more monster life. Oh, and I need another tablet. Magic monsters and shrines. There we go. So the more proj speed is definitely nice. I'm hitting stuff farther away with more ease. I didn't raise the damage on the Spark. I instead opted to lower the mana cost. Alright, here should be a decent pack size test. I mean, those are tough enemies. I like the AoE on the Order of Storms a lot. What I need to see is a Breach, or I guess the Abyss, or like, yeah, this. Curse. That is a Liquid Despair. I got extra damage coming out of the Orb of Storms. Like, that is noticeable. Like that, I'm always popping down for a single target. Ooh, mana sight. Ah, it just deletes your mana. This one wants to be melee range. Okay, it's just dead. I think the Pierce 3 is actually good. I certainly had my doubts there, but alright, here's the Abyss. Got a level. Orb of Storms, I got Curse, the Exposure. As further stuff away is going to be taking less damage from the Spark. Oh, and they also are sitting on a shrine. Well, that's going to skew my damage. They're spewing out, though. Just with the Spark. Yeah, I really do need the Orb of Storms. When things get really hairy, that's when I need my Flame Wall. So I get a bunch of extra damage. Okay, perfect augment. That's not bad for more monster life, I think. And I gained a level. I'm almost to the next one. What is my crit chance? 24, so I would say 25%. 163 crit damage bonus. There's no way that's getting to 400 to be double damage 1/4 at a time. I would also need to hit this weapon set 1, get that multi. And rarity and speed going into the boss. Arc. Order of Storms. I feel like the damage is pretty good. Especially if I can keep the mana up for the Overstorms. That's the only thing that has Zenith on it. Maybe it shouldn't have Zenith, but maybe I should get another one of these Deliberations. Put that in for Zenith. Yeah, that's just always going to be up then. Yeah, and then Arc, Deliberation. Yeah, okay. So no more losing damage when I go below mana. I'm also using this Living Lightning thing still. I don't know how good that is. There's really no good way to quantify that. Let's see. I can run this. Monster damage. Oh, this is a, do the big one. Crit and monster damage. This map here has +1 monster level of area, so I can go fishing for level 20 gems. Maybe I put Delirium in here instead of Expedition. I'm gonna have to switch back to Ritual if I ever want to actually craft anything. Oh, Raised Fields is the nighttime crops. You can't see anything ever. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, that is this map. 2 level 5 support gems so far. Ooh, well, level 87. Resistance Shrine. What is this? Serpent's Egg. Gain an additional charge when you gain a charge. All attributes, mana regen, chaos, res, rarity. That's not terrible. Still, just like when you compare it to a real piece of gear. I don't know. Let's get more crit multi. Ooh, this one. Liquid Disgust. Back-to-back maps with decent Delirium rewards? That's crazy. It's unheard of. Omen of the Liege. Omen of Abyssal Echoes. Map cleared. There are like 2 or 3 support gems drop. Just unfortunate. Curse, curse. Flame Wall. Arc. Here, do this again. Arc. I think I got frozen there for a second. I can make another Flame Wall. Ooh, get out of this. Sure. Alright. Feeling pretty good about the build. Revered Resin. Only Life Flask stuff. Okay. Attack speed, rarity, lightning res, flat fizz. That's not terrible. Ooh, mana siphoning ground maps. No, 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 no. Not on this build. Natural rare monsters have 1 extra abyss modifier. Res. I have not looked at what Res is like yet. Are there any more +1 maps here? No. I guess that's where I could go into the Nexus and see if they flip. I shall do that. I really wish it wasn't so impossible to get level 20 gyms. I really dislike that my gym level ups are RNG gated behind not only the drop, but the crazy RNG of corrupting into T16 maps. Oh, and a ritual. No, frozen. Trying to kite way too much stuff. I would say Res feels tougher than Monster Life. It is doable. I feel like I gotta try and use my curse more. Without the Res, there's sometimes rares that'll just fall over. I also gave monsters Abyss mods, and I was almost to level 6 on my Delirium, so that could have been skewing how it felt as well, but at the same time, I have to think about, well, I'm doing all of that and only died once. Ooh, Mana Siphoner. Get a curse and it just dies. It would be really, really cool to try and go for level 21 gym corruptions, but it is just absurdly unreasonable to get level 20 gyms. It's hard to get level 19 gyms, like, let alone level 20s. I still hope that the uncut gyms are just placeholders for like actual gyms when the game fully comes out, and then you go back to leveling them. In PoE 1, you can just like grind out that extra power level, and I really like that. I'm actually really hyped for the upcoming PoE 1 patch. Lots of fun teasers are starting to come out. Getting a big breach rework. Looks like we're getting the asynchronous trade. That has been very cool in the GSF. I remember my biggest request for 3.27 PoE was for the website, not for this, but it is remembering this selection so that I can search for things that are unlisted in public stash tabs. And I have to set this to any in 2 different locations in here every single time I open this. If I change zone, at least, like while I'm still here, it's there, but I change zone, it's going to default this back to instant buyout only. The website does that too. I wish it would just remember my settings for search. And my game crashed. I think the build limitations just work better in PoE 1 than they do in PoE 2, where we have all these skill gems that kind of can work together, but like nothing just like can be super OP, whereas in PoE 1, unless you have a two-handed weapon, you only have 1/6 length that you can really work around without some crazy meta mod gear. I find this to be a little bit much, to be honest. It's a lot to digest and piece together to make something functional. And there's still a lot of comparisons to PoE 2 to Ruthless in PoE 1, but in Ruthless, the gems would drop, and that's what would happen. Like, finding an uncut gem just never feels like a big thing to me. The lineage supports are kind of like that now. Rituals got an Omen of Corruption. Oh, I am full. Unique tab, full. Uh-oh. There's a little bit of space in this one. I'm gonna need to clean that up. I got 3 tabs of uniques that need filtered through and vendored. All right. Omen of Corruption. T1% ES on the chest. Perfect augment. Chaos Rest. Level 19 gem here. I would say it's much easier to build like supplemental skills to your main skill when they can only have 3 support gems linked to them. Whereas like every single piece of this build has all these different support gems to try and make this somehow functional. And it requires like 6 different skills to actually like get this going and actually doing damage. It's a lot. And finish this guy. Don't get in with an arc. Another arc. So we got 2 28% shocks. Oh, and this guy, Skittermind. Yep. Arc. Okay, 28% shocks. Yeah. So what would I need on this? Probably some kind of resistance. Like getting the spirit on this just be ridiculously hard. Actually, if I were to homogenize and coronation regal this, there's no other chaos mods, so it's guaranteed defense of some kind. Like, is that the play? No, there is a resistance tag. Okay, never mind that. I'm probably better off forcing a resist. Let's go for cold res. And I would like a suffix. Reduced ignite duration. Ew. Prefix, life, bricked. I did not get any omens from that map from the rare monsters with abyss mods. Aha, but now. Less XP gain. No, nothing. No +1 maps, but I could fish for fractured orbs. Oh yeah, going into a map without Ellie res, even with the delirium, this stuff dies. Much easier. Ooh, Shade Walker. Oh, chill and maim, it's so fun. Level 88, another 15 spell crit. So that filled all of those out. There's 4 pathing nodes to even get to this crit chance. There's a reduced multi there. The stuff in here, also kind of out there. There's 2 passives here that could get me into this mana regen if you've shocked recently. And there's AoE for curses and curse magnitude at the end of it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with the next points. A lot of crit damage down here. There's also like Archon buffs, more duration, another 25% effect. And there's all-res movement speed in there. Recover 3% of max mana when you collect a remnant. There is a trunk back here that is completely sealed off. I cannot get up in there in any way. T1 life, T1 physical damage reduction shield. That's interesting. Does quality on staves still do nothing? 2%. Unless I'm mistaken, it does nothing. Doesn't give quality to this, does it? No. I always thought that would be some kind of way to make the quality do something, is that it would give the quality to the gem that's attached to the weapon. That's not what it does. So what does it do? I know it increases the spirit on the scepters. Omen of Putrefaction. Divine Orb. Nice. Beetle box. Curse it. Exposure. Get a nice shock in there. And it's dead. Greater Exalted Orb. And 2 Sapphires. Crit chance, cold damage, spell damage. That's not bad. Magnitude of ailments, shock duration. Warcry cooldown, damage with Warcries. And evasion attack speed. None of those are terrible. Finding the freezing and gloom shrine when there's 20 monsters left in the map feels bad. Oh, and there's a speed shrine at the last little spot. Awesome. Takati's Ire. Poison Rage build. Sounds cool, but feels like that's a sword thing. Greater Exalted Orb. Exceptional Silver Charm, 22%. That just what? Increases duration? Yeah. Alec, the Sky Seer.
I can't do that yet.
Hold on, there that is. Got a shock. Ooh. Can I get another one? Ugh. Hearse, exposure. No, run. It's good timing. Lets my Archon recover. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa! What? There are people that play this game in hardcore, and it baffles me. Alright, try this again. Oh, I didn't have the infusion for this. Flame wall. Still need the bigger shock. Oh, okay. Stay on my... Oh, no, it'll just move. It'll just move like that. So wait, well, now it's up there? Am I losing my mind? What? Oh, now he's over there. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. He's still in there? Did it go away this time? I think it did. Oh? What the heck was that? Crit damage, armor applies to elemental. That's fun. Mana double rarity helm? Armor evasion though. I'm back to the point where I can just like chill and farm stuff that's kind of interesting. But right, I gotta clean up uniques. Ah, alright, mark this for uniques. Just start pulling them out of here. See what goes. Most of this stuff is like garbage uniques anyways. Alright, all done. Saved a few things. Mostly just boss drop stuff. I just manufactured like 26 chance orbs. Did not find any omens in this Viridian Wildwood. Rip. Dark Domain. Could see how that goes. The Degen's not gonna like instantly kill me for touching it. So it'd probably be really easy. 2 Omens of Bartering. Omen of Amelioration. Perfect Augment. Omen of Recombination. To Defer. Now let's kill this guy. Nice big shock. Got one. The exposure missed. Yeah, that's good. Boss is gonna be easy. This boss will probably be even tankier. Shock. Now I haven't even done this. Do another round of those. Another big shock. Damage output's crazy. When all the pieces come together, it's real good. In we go. Round number 1. Ooh, even got the stun. That's how it worked in the last build. Get the stun and drop a hammer. Okay, got the exposure down this time. Got the bonus shock. Dead. Round number 3. Shock. Another big shock. I got 228 shocks. Some Orb Storms. I gotta remember those Orb Storms only last for 6 attacks. Casts, spells, whatever. Okay. Curse. Exposure. This. Shock. Shock. No, only got one extra shock. Cool. Return the finger. You really go to the left side? Come on. Get over here. Ooh, ow. Okay, curse, exposure, shock, flame. Okay, go ahead and get these ramped so I can have remnants. Alright, this time the boss will start with me here. Curse, exposure, flame wall, ow, shock, curse, exposure, dead. And that's a belt. What we got? Gloves with 100%. Yo, okay, so gloves corrupted to be above is actually the value there. And yeah, the gloves damage, and yeah, a lot of these be magnitude of damaging ailments. I guess that means, right? Well, it only has one charm slot. Yes, that's... Oh no, there's Blessed Orb. Yeah, okay. I can divine, ritual, bless this. There we go. Then I can corrupt it. 77. Rip. I went back to the well. You have to make a new instance of the well? Okay, new instance of the well. Do I have to make a new instance of the... Okay, new instance of the Black Cathedral. That's what I really need. Okay, so I can do the other one. No! Got caught in the beam. Last time I died on the final wave of this, it let me actually finish it. So hopefully. Just need to not stand in that beam. Yeah, return the finger. Good. Yeah, you're up here this time. Maybe you stay on the right side. Need this. Ooh, that got me? Come on, I wanted to beat it first try, for real, but oh well. I don't lose the XP, so whatever. Okay, curse, exposure, big shock, need this. Curse exposure again, I think. I can't tell. There we go. Staff. Take his scattering calamity. No idea what that is. Conjure a crackling well sprite that hovers above you. After a short duration, the well sprite launches at an enemy, dealing lightning damage in an area on impact and prioritizing the last enemy targeted. Recasting the spell resets the duration for all active well sprites. Chains 3 times. Can accumulate up to 8 well sprites. More damage for each previous well sprite fired in sequence. Okay. Archon recovery period expires faster, and spell damage per max mana. Like, I don't see how that beats a real staff. The spell levels are too important. Okay, that one's different than all the others I've gotten. Level 89, Greater Exalted Orb. This level gets crit multi right here. Now I'm out of it. I'm level 89. Probably the best way I could spend the next 6 points is in the shock magnitude. It's going to increase my damage more than anything else, probably. Arcane Surge grants more life regen instead of mana regen. Whoa. There's Arcane Surge effect here. That's interesting. Well, that's a really cool node. Ellie Pin doesn't do me any good, but 3 points into here gets 20% crit chance with 40% Ellie damage. There's 30% shock magnitude in there too. That would be interesting if penetration could go below 0. Another Greater Exalted Orb. This crazy rarity map. It's giving me a lot of stuff. 98% rarity in this zone, but less XP. That's 2 Greater Exalts and a Greater Regal. Greater Jeweler's Orb, level 19 skill gem. Nice, I can open this again. Big extra rarity out of these. It sucks that rarity is like the best stat you can have on gear. But this build needs such specific gear, like so much mana regen stuff. Like, there's not much space for rarity. since I have so many suffixes tied up into mana regen on Citadel, walls from support skills are created alongside a fissure instead. Okay, I think that's new. But yeah, if I didn't have the mana regen, I wasn't as strapped for resistances across the board because I'm trying to get int and mana wherever possible. There's be more space for rarity on this build. Does the replenishing shrine give me mana? Oh, it does. What? Full mana heal every second? Yeah. Well, that is a pretty crazy shrine. Easy, boss. Omen of homogenizing exaltation. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's... Huh. Oh my. Give me that. Omen of the blessed and... Can I please tell me I can defer them both? Good. Nice. Good ritual, too. I wonder if the rarity of the map affects what shows up in these. That would be awful. Give this quality. Okay, it doesn't hit as high on the energy shield. It's understandable. It's still a prefix, though. Take a rib and Abyssal echoes this. Show me that big mana. Not there. 51% ES is probably low. Okay, reroll. Show me that mana. 105. 105 is exactly what I have on mine. And then it could be divined up, probably. Indeed. Divine that. Okay, resistances are all pretty high. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's 144 mana for 232. Better resistances loses 28 int. So that's mana loss. 3941 for 3800. Without the socket in it. We're gonna put a socket there. Omen of corruption and slam that. It broke it. And really fishing for the extra socket there. Then it would have been better. Okay. Less effective curses on monsters. Ooh, Divine Shrine. Oh god, please let me have it. Good. Orb of Annulment. Abyssal Depths. And I get to fight a Bloodbird with a crit shrine. That's fun. Unless it kills me. Nah. Got it. Omen of the Liege. Collarbone. Just take Omen of the Blessed here. And a perfect augment. Ooh, curse with elemental weakness. I don't know that I could do that. If I had reduced effective curses, is there anything I could just like drop? Yeah, drop the faster recovery of my Archon. Get some reduced effective curses and then run all the Tim Chains maps that I have stored up too. Oh, it's not constant. I forgot about that. Well, show me one. It doesn't just happen, it seems like it. I feel like it pops off really quick. And it's also, okay, there we go. Minus 12 puts me 1 under on fire and cold. That's probably okay. And I can avoid it a lot of the time. Abyssal Echoes from outside. I got a fire, a lightning, and a chaos shrine at the moment. So like everything will just die and it also is exploding. That's amazing, I will say. Yeah, the abyss pops open and just poof. My first breach today. And I have a replenishing shrine, so I will be kind of immune to sustained damage. And I've gotten a lot of damage since the last breach I've ran. I feel like a lot of stuff is dying before I even get it on the screen. Because the Pierce 3 is actually really good. And I'm like clearing parts of map now. Yeah, I don't think this is breach stuff. Oh, this is. Okay, there's a hand. I haven't found any hands. Definitely don't have Deadeye speed. That's for sure. Only 10 splinters because I didn't find hands. Life, attack speed, chaos res, and 2 damage mods. Okay. I've got 25 maps that have tip chains on them. And I've completely cleared this. I need a new spot to farm. Right here. Ooh. And I need to add something new. Right, breach with XP. Ooh, only 5%. Yeah. Lightless Void. Okay. Level 90. This is gonna be it. Osgoal. Yeah. Trying to push the buttons too fast for them to actually, like, get everything out here. Oh, come on. I had it. I gotta wait for him to come back. Did he just instantly die? Yeah. Oh boy, this one's gonna be rough. Damage is extra chaos. Tim Chains has been pretty not noticeable. Ooh. No, go, move. Ooh. Ow. Okay. Not gonna one shot. Please die. Ah, good. Yeah, Tim Chain's only minus 12. That's tolerable. I could have respec'd my passives back for this fight, but oh well. Just take Aminamu every time. Left side. Okay. Curse, exposure, shock. Put this down. The mana flask there. Yeah. Got him. That's a belt. Shield, 60%. Ooh, +1 level. Do I have any more 16s? I have one. Not rolled well, but I'll do it. Murtog the Engorged and Colm the Rancorous? What is that? Greater Exalt. T1 Evasion ES. Perfect Augment. Fire Res. Sleek Jacket. That's the one. Is this the double Miller fight? It is. So they got their own names? Huh. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, let's just keep dodging the big red slabs. Keep dropping Orb of Storms. There's so much damage tied up in my Orb of Storms. Ooh. Come on, there we are. Oh, what to do with this? Homogenizing Coronation with Greater Regal Orb. Oh, yeah, that's a hybrid T1 Evasion ES. Only prefix. Put a rib on that. Chuck this in. The hybrid flat percent is better than the percent it's giving me. Rip. One monster remaining. No. Level 20 gem. Ooh, Moment of Zen. Any more +1s? Big XP gain one. No more +1s. Nameless Seer. You got anything cool? Bougieborn? Cast on charm use. 5 charm slots? Huh. Yeah, that's what I gotta take. Interesting. Trifle not with the Trinket Mage. Okay. When a charm is used, gains 2 energy per charge used. Increase energy gain, triggers all socketed spells, and loses all energy on reaching max energy. Okay. I know that one's new for the stash. Fill out the uniques. There's still 2 charms I'm missing. I have the Rite of Passage. I don't think I have any jewels. And there's 2 flasks out there. Ooh, Sealed Vault. Okay. Change of plans. Go in there.
This land shall
Broke the Bloodthirsty. Oh, couldn't heal through that. Oh, there's more corruption out here too. And a hideout. This is small. That's where I put the damage crit multi-proj. Shows the rares in here. Only 5 of them. Maps with a bunch of damage on them feel easier than ones with resistance and life and reduced effective curses and all this nonsense. Like, this stuff just dies. Ooh, the elusive level 17 skill gem from my T15 maps. Wait, go back in there. Check where I finished the map. There's no thing that spawned? No. I gotta work my way around it. I wonder how many breach splinters I have. I'm curious if I could take down that T3 That's a level 20 gem! What? Oh my god. It's a miracle. If I'm going to do that, I'm gonna want these passives back over here. It has to go on the spark. Level 90, so I can do that. But it's not just going to 20, it's going to 26. Or would it be better to put it on the Orb of Storms? The Arc is what is my main thing. Or spark, rather. 338 mana cost to 347, that's not bad. But now it's level 20, so I can Omen of Corruption and Valorb. It lost 6 quality. It's okay. Still level 20. Adjust some proj speed. I have 318. Okay. So I can try twice. Level 3 and just go for it. Go ahead and give myself some lightning infusion. Alright, let's go. Oh, come on. Please die, stuff. Oh, come on. Now just use the curse. Stuff really gonna be that tanky? Not off to a great start here. Because nothing wants to take damage. This thing has a resistance aura and it's actually like dying. Yeah, I don't think I'm making it to this boss. Sadly enough. That's after the level 20 gym just showed up too. Not like mods that showed up on this. No. Yeah. Damn. Got a bunch of catalysts though. I'm really surprised that went as poorly as it did. I guess I'd get a few levels and try again later. Oh, and then I want to respec back to the curse effect reduction. I believe if I was gonna make it to that boss, I was gonna throw down some damage and make a good run at it until I got one shot by a hand or something. But yeah, like there's not a time to like, throw all the stuff down to make it through that, sadly. I don't know. Another lightless void? Okay, the 4th time into the well today. Eventually I'll get one of these jewels. Probably more likely that I quit playing PoE 2 and go play PoE 1. Because I have already done a lot of these and not seen one, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Alright, let's go. Big shock. Hey! In the Orb stores, good. Haha! I got one! Yes! Ha. Abyssal Wasting applies -8 fire res with Ignite Magnitude. Desecration makes this item unstable. Place into an allocated jewel socket on the passive skill tree. Right click to remove from sockets. Can be desecrated 4 times. Huh. So if I put this in here, flask effect duration, tribute. Remnants have increased effect per 10 tribute. Increased mana recovery rate per 10 tribute. That is insane. Cooldown recovery 2 int per 25 tribute. Strength, stun buildup. Mana recovery from regeneration overflows maximum mana, less mana regen rate. Oh, that's an ask to take that. I would lose some curse magnitude there. I lose my exposure. Damage taken recoup as mana in here. And that's just the seed that I have on this. In this location. So what about this? So this would take over Mind Over Matter. That would break things. But my mana is now overflowed. It didn't hurt me on the regen as much as I thought it would. I'm sitting at 787. It drops it to 695. So let's just say that I had this. Oh, it didn't. Okay. It wasn't factoring the less mana recovery rate. Okay, fair. Minion cooldown per tribute on multiple nodes. There's another mana recovery rate. This mana recovery rate per 10 tribute is insane. If I can find a way to like get that, like that's a game changer. So if it was here, it removes my 15% mana recovery rate. But 2% per 10 tribute is a lot. Refund, another passive. Oh, I can't go here either. It's gonna break Eldritch battery. No, it won't. Okay. Attack damage and increased damage taken. Unfiltered brutality. Spirit reservation efficiency. Remnant effect. Okay. Desecrates a rare jewel. Becomes unstable when desecrated. There is an increasing chance for it to be destroyed each time it is desecrated. Ugh, one more. Okay, it's got 2. What do we got here? Conquered attribute passive skills also grant bonus tribute. That would make them 7 each. Do that. And that can be divided up to 5. Okay. Small passives grant evasion, elemental ailment threshold, chaos damage. I guess ailment threshold. Why is there a chance for it to be destroyed? That like it's hard enough to get 4 craniums to put on it in the first place, let alone getting a jewel. Divine it. Okay, now it's Ulamon. So that changes it. This projectiles do one of the following at random. Chain from terrain, chain, fork, cannot collide with targets. Sacrifice sight. Life converted to energy shield, 20% tribute. So this is 5 int, 7 tribute. There's 20% tribute and mana recovery rate per 10 tribute in here. Oh boy, 787. So let's say, oh my goodness, drop some mana regen. Say I dropped all this up here. I was at 787. So just getting this 754. That's with 20, so that's 4% mana recovery rate. This would be int. Here's int. 764. That didn't raise it as much as I thought it would. I refunded this. Increased mana recovery. Huh? So you have mana regen, and then increased mana recovery rate would not be like a multiplier on the mana regen? That should be pretty big. I'll at least peek at what these are. Tribute, mana cost efficiency. I am kind of baffled by this. 7, 21, plus 15, 36. Has 6% increased mana recovery rate. Oh, I have 5 right here. So that'd be 41. Oh, there's mana cost efficiency up here. Oh, this is so silly. Give me more passives. So that would be another 10. That puts me at 51. That's 10% remnant effect. And then 10% mana cost efficiency. And then 1% life converted to energy shield. Does this raise my mana? No, it gives me energy shield. Okay, so that's not necessary. Hit it with a cranium. I'm not using echoes on this. I'm probably not using this thing ever. What do we got? One conquered notable becomes twice bled. This damage recoup. Terse versus increase curse duration or max frenzy charge. Okay, terse versus. Hit it again. Poof. Well, that was fun to toy with for a second. Okay, I just got myself 14 points back, which some of was this. I had 4 points here. I had a point in this crit multi. I had this mana regen. I had this right here. And I had a point into intelligence. And then put my jewels back in, please. There's in the respec menu still. Okay, jewel. Back up to 818 mana regen, 897 while running around. But is unspecking this. There's 818 to 802. If I put that into mana regen here, okay, it's not as good as that. Well, I'm leaving it there. It doesn't feel right. I didn't see what the other possibility for the notable was. The jewel socket is probably better than my plan for these passives. I could get a mana regen and shock magnitude jewel. I can roll 15 on each and have additional mods and takes 2 passives instead of what would be 4 to get about the same thing. That's something to consider. Let's go ahead and plan on that. Remove this. Put this into int. And then I buff the Archon here instead with extra passives. I'm about to get a level, so I'll get this jewel socket. Alright, back to the sealed vault. There's level 91. There's the jewel socket. I would like spell damage. And then add a stat group, count 1, spell crit chance, spell crit damage. Spell damage, crit chance. That's mine. None of these are fantastic. Magnitude of shock. Nope, there's none of those. Left 11, top 8. Apocalypse Prism. I used all 4 of my craniums. Okay, so just exalt it. Shock duration. Sure. Damage. Perfect Jeweler's Orb. Level 19 Spirit Gem. It's about time I got that. Upgrade the Archmage. 347 mana cost to 344. Something. There's +1 level on a wetlands inhabited by Abyss. That's not bad. I hit T1 mana on a staff. What does the augment say? Mana regen light radius. I kind of feel like that already failed. On the suffixes, I'd give up the cast speed for maybe crit chance. Well, the cast speed is also insane. I just need an Omen of Light so that I can get big lightning damage or spell damage on this. Greater Exalt. No! And it's doing so good in this map. I was at like 10% entering it, big XP, 157% XP gain, another T1 mana with mana regen light radius. Oh my god. Life on kill. Now that's one that I can just drop. No, map crash. Ooh, yikes. Almost got me. Ooh, this map was connected. What does this map connect to? Go back in. Look around the boss. I see nothing. Fine orb. Ancient rib. Ooh, nice. Ah, I found the thing. Vessel of Estazunti. Okay, I have an idol. I'm not going to use it yet, though. I want to try and get another one from another nearby map so I can use this one to go back on the other one. This map just might not be accessible. The only other connected is the Moment of Zen. Whatever, throw it in here. Soul Core. From my research on how to try and open this a few days ago, I'm not sure that there's actually anything you can do with these Soul Cores. All right. It looks like they're not gonna. Oh, here we go. I got them on top of each other. I gotta get them with the Orb of Storms. I mean, I need them cursed as well, and exposure, and I can shock them with the arc and whatnot, but it's when I'm getting the Orb of Storms to proc on the enemy that I'm fighting that's where the damage just seems to come. There we go. What we got? Atalui's Bloodletting. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I never found anything for the Soul Cores. Big refixes on these gloves. Lots of life, lots of fire damage with a resist, and a crossbow with T1 crit. And I have not peaked 4k mana yet. How do I fix that? Ah, I know. Well, I don't have any mana catalysts, actually. Helmet, though. Hit this with a Divine Orb. Put me over 4k. Nope. Let's see if I can force it here. There's a Neural. So I'll just put that on here. Got me 1 more mana. Toll, Reaver, Esh, another Sibilant. It still shouldn't be able to give me the same one that I'm throwing in there. I'd have to do more breaches if I want that. I mean, there is more there with the Divines. I just cheat. Make my Cold Res uncapped so I can have over 4k. And then next time I'll go get those Neural Catalysts, I guess. But this guy needs his gem. That is for Hammer of the Gods. Ancestrally boosted. Fist of War, that's good. Heavy Swing. Give up Heft. Okay. Heft, 76. This, 101. Aftershock has chance to do double damage. Ancestrally boosted. Heavy Swing. DPS. I want to look at average damage per use. Yeah, that goes down. It says it goes up, but it's 30%. This is just the top end, so the roll isn't there. Skill mana cost converted to life costs. It costs 271 life. So that is 54% damage is extra physical for my big hammer on this build that I'm not going to play right now, but I got the thing, which is cool. And that is where I will stop for today. Maybe I can use this guy to go take out that breach so that I can get more breaches, make it easier to farm XP out of these. But with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.